Welcome to another Petty Pendergrass production, and as you can see by your screen, this is definitely going to be about the woo-woo. Now, the last video I did about the woo-woo involving Sister Girl down in Atlanta, I had put a disclaimer in the top of the comments why I couldn't make that a triple P. Otherwise, if it wasn't for that disclaimer, she would have definitely been worthy of it. But this one right here is fair game. So in case y'all haven't heard, this 30-year-old individual went to a woo-woo party, and I don't know why people are even having those type of parties, but you know, it is what it is. This person actually thought it was a hoax. They ended up in the hospital a couple days after the party and ended up dying. As a matter of fact, as I will read this article, the last words that he gave to the nurse, according to the nurse, was, "I thought it was a hoax." Let's get into it. "I think I made a mistake. I thought this was a hoax, but it is not." Those were the final words of a 30-year-old patient who died at the Methodist Hospital in San Antonio this week after attending a so-called vid party. Just say that. Dr. Jane Appleby, Chief Medical Officer for Methodist Hospital and Methodist Children's Hospital, said in a recorded statement that the unidentified patient told them brought their death on themselves. They actually went to a vid party just to see if anyone would get infected. This person definitely got it, and now they are definitely dead. All because they thought it was a hoax. But you went to this party because, and it was hosted, they said it was hosted by somebody who had it. Okay, let me continue. Appleby said she shared the story not to scare people, but to make sure they understand that the virus can affect anyone. Bexar County, where San Antonio is located, currently has 18,602 confirmed cases, with an increase of 923 on Friday. The age range with the most cases were people aged 20 to 29, making up 24%, and 30 to 39 making up 20%. Appleby said her hospital is seeing more cases in people in their 20s and 30s. She said while some can be treated and discharged, others become seriously ill. Appleby warned that the virus doesn't discriminate and encouraged the public to wear a mask and stay home as much as possible. Y'all know my mantra when it comes to this. Say it with me, loudly and proudly. I feel absolutely, positively nothing. This is an idiot. That person died a fool. I do not feel anything for this person whatsoever. They actually, and that's the crazy part about it, like I said, they actually have these type of parties going on right now with the same mission, to see who gets infected. And you heard the amount of cases they have down there. Over 18, almost 19,000 in Texas. That is crazy. But people still want to believe that it's not real, or people want to believe it's a hoax. Look to this guy or this person as a case study, because they didn't identify if it was a man or a woman. They didn't even give away their ethnicity, even though I can pretty much almost guess what their ethnicity is. But I don't want to jump the gun, and we'll probably never know. All they gave away was that this person was 30. That's it. They just gave away their age. I mean, imagine you've been on this earth for 30 years and you go ahead and do something that dumb, which leads me to also believe this is probably not their first ride at the rodeo as far as doing dumbass things. It's just that this one actually cost them their life. And what's so crazy about it is this: they went to this party to see who would get infected, but now knowing this person had it and they died from it, that means they exposed everybody else at this party. Which means all the people that was there at that party most likely have it, or they just got exposed to it, and that's why the numbers keep going up, because people basically want to do dumb things. At this point, people know what the protocol is when it comes to this thing. If you go out and do something like that, you are just asking for a death wish. You're screaming out for it. But This is the society we live in. Like I said, America as a collective is filled with ignorant and arrogant people, and an ignorant and arrogant person lost their life in the form and fashion of that they did. It's not like they just caught it on accident. No, they willingly went to this party. Their mission statement was right there to see who would get infected, and this person got it and they died literally days later. People keep playing around with this thing if they want to, but they gonna end up like this person here, and they act like no one has died from this. People forget that this is something that's, as far as we know, very brand new. It's still very unpredictable the way that this thing moves, but people want to go out there and act an ass. And I think the reason why I'm speaking in such a serious tone is because of the way that this thing can spread. It seems like it changes almost every day. It's like a damn chameleon. It just kind of adapts to whatever it can. And once it attaches to whoever it wants to, that's it. Unless you can manage to find a way to shake it off of you. But again, I say about this person right here, whoever they may be, I don't feel nothing for them. And I also don't feel anything for the people that was also at that party if they got infected as well.